block east of this scene, and he's driving eastbound. I'm going right over the top of him, so I'm going to lose him now, but it's the first law enforcement activity I've seen out here.
They obviously have thought about this. They anticipated this, they meaning the LAPD. They obviously have plans to deal with it. And as we said before, they've allocated $1 million to overtime in case things like this happen. So they are obviously carrying out a thought-out plan.
In the meantime, don't go near this area, South Central Los Angeles at Florence and Normandy, because there is still no police presence there, and a lot of people trying to get through that intersection have been assaulted with rocks and bottles and sticks. So as long as it's an ongoing situation, you best advise to stay clear.
Can we, Ann, and help me out here, briefly recap what we've seen? We've seen a liquor store and a gas station continue to be looted. We've seen,
Dave, can you go back to the intersection?
We've seen rocks and I presume bottles and various things thrown at cars, school buses, RTD buses.
Did you see it, Dave?
Two people dragged from cars in this intersection.
Okay, Dave,
one
go to the right
woman dragged from her car and ended up on the street, and then we saw the driver of that truck pulled out of his car and beat up. Now there's another car stopped.
That car just moved into that intersection, and as it did, well, you can see what's happening to it right now.
Are there people inside that car?
The black car, the
Yes.
second lane? Yes. And is
Oh, my goodness. Well, it looks like he's,
Looks like you're getting out of there, all
or
right.
she is going to get out of there if they can.
But still, there are things being thrown at the car, as you can see. We can't hear. I guess you can't hear either if guns are being fired or not.
No,
Ron?
and we wouldn't hear those things. If we were fortunate enough, or unfortunate enough, we might see muzzle flashes, but we wouldn't hear anything.
Somebody just tossed a bottle rocket.
The people that are being allowed to drive through this intersection are really in great danger. And I echo what Ann said. I wonder why that the streets around there have not been blocked off as yet. You would think that they would not expose seemingly innocent people driving through this intersection in their cars to this kind of violence.
Well, hopefully the word is getting out on all the radio stations in town, too. If you drive and listen to your car radio, you'll get the word to stay away from this area. The rest of the neighborhood is perfectly serene and calm. As near as we can see, the blocks that surround this intersection are quiet. It would seem to just be...
With the verdict, Sergeant Stacy Coon said only read about it.
That's a structure fire, is it not, Ron?
I'm sorry, you're blocked by another radio. Say it again, Paul.
That looks like a structure fire to me.
It sure does. It looks like a storefront, actually, Paul. We're going to move in here nice and slow. We've got a couple other helicopters with us, and we'll take a look at it. You can see that this thing is just really involved. Now, we've got units from the fire department that are just arriving in front of it. If Dave will pull back just a little bit, you'll be able to see the fire truck, the ladder truck coming. I see another engine behind it, and I see some paramedic truck, it looks like. Now, also, right behind those, I see about 7 LAPD police cars. If we pan just a little bit to the left, Dave, I'm sorry, you'll see a whole line of police cars that have their red lights on, and it looks like they're setting up, or at least blocking the street at that point. And what they could be doing is just making sure that the firemen can...
Be a firefighter or a police officer, their lives in extreme danger tonight, and our hats off to them, and we respect them and we appreciate everything they're doing.
And we're working on a map to show you the spots around Los Angeles where you want to keep your family away tonight. If you're going to head out to church, you should know that the First AME Church is packed to the gills, but they're coalescing there to discuss the issues of the day and to share their thoughts and their feelings and their anger, mainly. Earlier today, well, now we're going to stay on the shot for chopper 2.
I see a sign on the side of the building that says TVs and VCRs. So, and we're told that something else major developing right now. Back to Parker Center. Jody Baskerville, is it still peaceful there? Jody Baskerville, can you hear me? Well, we've lost that shot. We're told something is happening at Parker Center. There have been several hundred demonstrators outside there. Earlier, they were pelting riot police with rocks and bottles. Then cooler heads prevailed, and they backed away. We're told right now by our producer that something is happening there. We're not sure exactly what. Apparently, we're not ready for that live shot. We'll go to it just momentarily. In the meantime,
pull away. His car pulled up to us, started screaming at us and throwing full bottles of beer at our truck. And needless to say, we turned the corner and got out of there quickly. And
Robert, what were they screaming?
Long live Rodney King, justice for Rodney King, and other things that, we probably can't say. And obviously, the anger, the hostility, the bitterness, those feelings are there, and it seems that the anger is building.
Could you tell if they were reacting to you as a member of the news media or if they were reacting to you as a white man?
It's hard to tell. Maybe we look like police officers in a truck. I don't know. It's just as soon as they looked at us, you saw it. I tried to smile and wave, and I saw the anger and the fury in their eyes and their faces, and the beer bottles came flying, and the screams, came with them.